Hello everyone, this is Phantom Rider here, and today I have yet another Rocket X Trader story. So I'm going to go ahead and make this quick because right now it is 12:31 a.m. and I'm very tired. So I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible, but yet also as entertaining as possible. Anyway guys, this one is titled Sleeping. Let's get started. You and Gamora had gone out shopping during one of your many pit stops at a random planet. It took some convincing to get her to come along, but she eventually agreed. As you were shopping for some drawing and writing supplies, you spotted a clothing store. You tapped Gamora's shoulder and smiled. "Must we?" she said with a sigh. "Yeah, we can get you something special for Quill," you said with a huge grin. She smiled and rolled her eyes and followed you into the store. After some browsing, you found a somewhat short, deep purple dress on one of the robotic mannequins. You continued to stare at the dress even whenever Gamora walked over. You snapped out of your trance when Gamora spoke. "You should get it. Surely Rocket would notice you in that." You looked over at her with shock, flames embracing your face. "What the hell are you talking about?" Gamora smiled and chuckled in a somewhat evil tone. "Come on, your name. We all have begun to notice it. Even Drax and Quill have figured it out." You looked away and bowed your head down in shame. "That obvious, huh?" "Yes, but it wouldn't hurt to try." You looked at her and grinned evilly. "Only if you promised to buy a dress for Quill." Gamora gave you perhaps the best deer in the headlights look ever made, and you giggled. Eventually, she agreed. You paid for the two dresses and left. When you two got back to the ship, Gamora went into the pilot room to help Quill, while you went into your room to try on that new dress of yours, as well as play around with some of your drawing and writing equipment. As you walked in, you noticed something a little strange. On your bed, there was a lump under your covers. It was sort of in the shape of a ball, and it appeared to be breathing. You looked over and saw your hockey stick by your door, which is something you always kept for emergencies, and grabbed it. You rose it above your head and began to slowly step forward. When you reached your bed, you suddenly slammed the hockey stick down onto the lump. "Ow!" You instantly recognized the voice and dropped the hockey stick. "Oh my God, Rocket! I'm so sorry. Here, let me go get an ice pack." Without waiting for a response, you rushed off to the kitchen and grabbed an ice pack. You rushed back into your room and placed the ice pack on top of Rocket's head. "I'm so sorry, Rocket." He chuckled. "Nah, I kinda walked into that one. I should have known better." Oh, excuse me. Again, it's really late, guys. I'm very tired. Why were you in my bed to begin with?" He suddenly froze, and his breathing hinged for a moment. He sighed and laid down, leaving the ice pack in your hand. "Do you really want to know?" You nodded, and he smiled. "I kinda like to stay in your room when you're gone. I know it sounds kinda creepy and all, but it does suck and all when you're not here. Quill will always piss me off when you're gone, and Drax also gets on my nerves, and it's so hard to talk to Groot about it, let alone you." Silence took over the room for a second or two before you spoke. "Why?" "'Cause you will just think of me as some weird creep. Besides, I'm not exactly normal," he said with finger quotes as he sat up. "What difference does it make if you're normal or not? I don't mind you being in here. I just wanted to know why." "Again, 'cause I hate it when you leave. When I'm in here, it calms me down a lot more." You were silent for a few seconds before giggling loudly. "Rocket, you could have just said so. I don't mind it at all. If anything, I find it really cute," you said as you gave him a gentle kiss on the cheek. He looked at you with nothing short of shock in his eyes before chuckling. "Screw this, I've been patient enough." He then grabbed your collar and shoved his lips against yours roughly. You were as frozen as ice before slowly relaxing. He then began kissing him back and wrapped your arms around his small waist. Kissing him felt different than any other person you've kissed, any other kiss you've had before, but it certainly wasn't bad. Not at all. It was wonderful, in fact. The fact that all of your passion for each other was poured into this moment made it all worth the longest hell wait. You both eventually pulled apart and looked into each other's eyes. "Wow," you said. He chuckled and grabbed your hand. "We still got a while to ourselves. Why don't we sleep together?" You gave him a shocked look and blushed madly, and he laughed. "Not like that, you dunce." You giggled and gave him a hug, and sat down on the bed. You gave him another small peck on the lips before lying you both down. Eventually, you both fell asleep, and two little visitors came in, Quill and Gamora. You know, it's kind of funny how cute of a couple they make. Yeah, it's interesting. But despite them enjoying the little view, you two were having wonderfully sweet dreams of each other. The end. This was one of the most amazing things I have ever made in this particular story, and it took a little bit of improvisation to make this, mainly because I had to kind of imagine what each of these characters would say to each other and everything, but it was still relatively fun, and I still had a lot of fun making it. But of course, I'm sorry, my mind is all wobbled up right now because, again, it's super late. But I had so much fun making this, and I also wanted to get one last video up before I went to bed, which is why it took so long, because funny thing is, I didn't just record this. I also wrote this entire story from scratch, starting at around 11 p.m., going on to 12 p.m., and then I was texting my friend the story and all that stuff. So I've been up pretty late and everything, and people were probably going to be like, "Why are you staying up so late? Freaking go to sleep." And I'm like, I know, but I wanted to get one last video out before I did. Anyway, guys, this is Phantom Rider, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Bye-bye.